Welcome back to the channel. It's 6 in the morning and I'm on a road trip to Pietarsaari this time. Last 2 or 3 weeks I've been driving like crazy around Finland, shooting cars, covering car events for GTI magazine. Last weekend I drove all the way down to Lohja to Maailmanloppuveneet summer meet. It was a cool event. I didn't have to pull the camera, so I had the time to shoot a video for you guys. So here's Maailmanloppuveneet event first, and then we head on over and continue our road trip. After the event, me and Eetu shot Max Brota's yellow Loma wide-body Corvette for GTI magazine, and Eetu took some killer rolling shots. We did the actual photo shoot right before the sunset at Viinikkala area, which is right next to Helsinki airport. Planes look super cool in the photos. The next day, we drove to Tampere to shoot this supercharged Audi V8. It has 4.2 liter engine from A6 C5 and it pushes over 500 horsepower. The owner have had this car quite the same time as I've had my RS4. I really like to drive small country roads instead of freeways because there's no traffic, and when you are not in a hurry you don't lose your nerves because traffic is so shit these days. I chose the RS6 for this trip because it's the best car for everything. It has the power, it has the looks, and it's the best car for everything, even a fuel like that. 7.9. That's crazy. New York. Quick ice cream stop at New York. Yeah, let's continue. Kohteessa.
Vielä pari autoa on tulossa. Ja haatti följande. Följande på linjen har vi Emil Sara.
Ja, det var ju då Niklas Jonsson.
Och här är ju då ingen mindre än Simon Blomqvist från Persson Motorsport. Här på har en som bil. Nej, jag är på bilden förstås.
A little bit of rain came onto us, and here we are in Pietarsaari. Persauki Motorsport Cars and Coffee event. They have burnout contests here and really cool show cars and nice venue. I really like the event, except the rain right now. So hopefully the rain will go off and I will go back to shoot some footage for you guys. been raining like an hour now, and I've been sitting here drinking my Auto Dude drinks. So while you have the time, use my discount code Jape 10 at Auto Dude or Valostore for shopping. The burnout contest is sick. Absolutely sick. Versace Motorsport, Cars and Coffee Meet in Pietarsaari. Now only thing to drive is back home. Only 300 kilometers left. At least it's not raining anymore, so that's positive. This trip is coming to an end. 700 kilometers for one day. If there's something you want to see from me in the future videos, let me know in the comments. I'm open for ideas. What kind of videos should I do in the future? Maybe like testing some wheels or car events. Whatever it is, drop a comment and let me know. On my way back home, I wanted to see how my Mercedes come together. Sitting right here. Just waiting to be started. Nothing happened so far, so maybe next summer with the Benz. Boy. Just like that, the Big Six took the 700 kilometer road trip with one charge only. I still have fuel. Oh, sweet home.
It's a wrap.